Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the start of one of my very favorite videos to film. The TBR jar is back to help me pick out my reads for the month of April. The very first time I did this, I pulled 10 prompts for 10 books, which for me was just a little bit overambitious, so I've been lowering it down to 8 prompts. But in the month of April, we are getting blessed with so many new releases that I'm so excited to read. So that's definitely going to be my main priority and focus for the month. I want to do some kind of reading vlog centered around the new releases. Just to break it down for you guys, on April 2nd, both Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez and The Rule Book by Sarah Adams are coming out. On April 9th, Wild Love by Elsie Silver is coming out. On April 16th, Taming 7 by Chloe Walsh is coming out. And on April 23rd, Funny Story by Emily Henry and Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth are coming out. So I am so excited for all of those new releases. That is definitely going to be my main focus and priority for the month. But I do have another video idea in mind centered around my TBR and the books that I pick out today. And I think 6 books is going to be the perfect number to work out for this video idea that I have in mind. So I am going to lower the number of prompts I pull just for this month's video. I'm going to pull 6 prompts for 6 books. Today's video might be a bit on the shorter side, but I am still so excited. There's so many fun new additions to the TBR cart. If you saw my most recent haul, last month was my birthday, so I hauled lots of new books that I'm hoping will work with the prompts I pulled today because I cannot wait to read them. So with that, let's just jump right into pulling some prompts. I tried to take out all of the older prompts and just have it so there's new prompts in here because last time I wrote so many new prompts and didn't get a single one. So I'm hoping this solves that problem. A book less than 300 pages. So I'm going to start pulling the ones that just look to be on the shorter side right off. Nora Goes Off Script looks pretty tiny, and it was definitely one on my radar for spring. 257 pages. Okay, so that's definitely a good option. Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng looks like a tiny one as well. 291 pages, so that's an option. Hamnet looks like it's on the shorter side. I've had this for so long and I don't know, it kind of intimidates me a little bit, but I've heard good things about it. It is just over 300 pages, 305 pages, so that one won't work. This might be an option. Yep. Yerba Buena is 290 pages, so that's another good one. I don't think I have really anything else that I'm wanting to read soon under 300 pages. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng out of the running because the other 2 books were very much on my radar for spring. I don't know why these 2 books just give me spring vibes. I guess because of the cover, this one definitely because it has flowers on it. So I'm between these 2. I think they're both exactly the same length. I can't remember. This one was like this one's 257. Super short. This book is was it 291? I just looked at it. Yeah, it's 290. So these books give me spring vibes, but I didn't know if they actually took place in spring, so I was opening them up to see if I could get a feel for when they took place. The very first header in Yerba Buena says an afternoon in spring, and page 2 in Nora Goes Off Script says now in April. So these would both be perfect options. I'm so torn because I really was thinking I might want to read both of these in the month of April. I'm trying to think what other prompts I could pull that would potentially work for whichever book I don't select for this prompt. I think I'm gonna go with Nora Goes Off Script by Annabelle Monaghan. This one was just the shorter of the 2, and it's a rom-com that I've heard great things about, so I feel like it'll be very easy to read quickly, which is what I'm needing. I feel like the last few books I've read, I've either kind of slogged through or have just been so long, so I just want something more refreshing and short. This one feels like it's gonna be perfect for spring. Also, Annabelle Monaghan has come out with, I think, maybe 2 other books, maybe just 1, and she has another one coming out this summer. They both sound so good and I want to read. So I do really want to read. I think this is her debut before those 2. So Nora Goes Off Script is going to be the first book added to my April TBR. Prompt number 2. A book with a name in the title. I could have done Nora Goes Off Script for that. Okay. Well, Betty is an option. That was one on my TBR last month that I didn't get to. Hamnet, I think that is Shakespeare's son's name. so that's an option as well. I do have Mrs. Dalloway and Emma. I don't know if I'm feeling either of those though, because I'm feeling a little bit slumpy. Miss Dalloway is short. It's like under 200 pages, so I could have done that for a book less than 300 pages, but I think the fact that I didn't pick this one because it intimidates me is kind of telling, but I have heard it recommended for spring before. I just don't know if I'm feeling a classic though. I'm actually so mad that I didn't save Nora Goes Off Script for this prompt. Oh wait, why am I complaining? Duh. Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. This is one I didn't get to last month and I was kind of bummed about it, so this is a perfect choice. Daisy's my girl. Her name's in the title. This is book 4 in the Magnolia Parks universe. I feel like this is one of the fan favorites of the series too, and it is on the shorter side for a Magnolia Parks book. I think it's like 300 something pages, so book number 2 is going to be Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. Prompt number 3, a book with a cover you love. Well, that could have been Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. Gosh, I keep picking a prompt that's perfect for the book I just picked. In the Weeds, I do like this cover. I wouldn't say I'm like obsessed with it and that I really, really love it, but I did really want to read this in the spring because it's the second book in the Love Light Farm series that takes place in the spring. So, I don't know. And I could revisit Yerba Buena for this one because I do love this cover. I think the flowers are so pretty. I think out of all the books on my radar for spring and on my top shelf, this one is definitely my favorite. And I was already wanting to pick it earlier anyway, so I'm gonna select this one. I'm not 100% sure what this one's about. I think it's sapphic, and I think it's 2 women who meet at a bar and one of them works with flowers. So that gives me very spring vibes. I read Practice Makes Perfect last month and Annie owned a flower shop, and I really liked that element in the book. It did very much give me spring. Book number 3 is gonna be Yerba Buena. Prompt number 4, a 5-star prediction. There's really only one book that's jumping out at me. Redeeming 6 by Chloe Walsh is definitely a 5-star prediction for me. It's definitely the one that jumped out at me the most on my cart. I recently just finished book 3, Saving 6. This is book 4. And then book 5 comes out in April, Taming 7. So I did need to finish this one soon anyway before book 5 comes out. Books 1 and 2 were my very favorite books of the whole year last year, and I gave them 5 stars. Book 3, I gave 4.75 stars to. I don't think I connected quite as much to Joey and Eva's characters as I did Johnny and Shannon, but I do think that this book is hopefully going to have a happy ending and be more uplifting. I feel like book 3 really just kind of brought me down and was filled with so much misery, and I just wanted more light out of the book. So I'm hoping that the direction their story is going to go in will give me that. And this book is like 700 plus pages, so I'm feeling like the more time I probably spend with the characters, the more I'll have that chance to connect with them and hopefully give this book 5 stars. A book that is part of a series. Okay, we have a few options. I'm definitely in the middle of so many series right now. I'm not looking to start any new series. In the Weeds by B.K. Borison, I was looking at this one earlier. Definitely a good option. It's book 2 in the Love Light Farm series. Finale by Stephanie Garber is also a good option. It's book 3, the final book in the Caraval trilogy. I was kind of wanting to get to both of these in April. I think I'm going to go with In the Weeds by B.K. Borison though, because this is the one I was most wanting to get to since it is very spring coded. It takes place in the spring, and I loved Love Light Farm so much. I was so excited to continue on with the series. I loved the relationship building in the first book. I thought it was so good. This book follows a guy who worked on the Christmas tree farm from book 1, and then a girl he had a one-night stand with. So I'm excited to see how their relationship plays out in this book. I'm excited for all the spring vibes because the first book gave me all the Christmassy winter vibes. Okay, last prompt. One word title. How fitting. I'm gonna give this pick to Finale by Stephanie Garber. It just works out. I was wanting to finish the Caraval trilogy in April, so I'm excited to do it in April and then hopefully get to the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy very soon. I know I've been saying that all year long, but I am determined. April is the month I'm going to finish this trilogy. So to conclude, the books on my TBR for the month of April: Finale by Stephanie Garber, In the Weeds by B.K. Borison, Redeeming 6 by Chloe Walsh, Yerba Buena by Nina LaCour, Daisy Hates the Great Undoing by Jessa Hastings, Nora Goes Off Script by Annabelle Monaghan, So I am so excited about this TBR. I feel like it's one of the best ones I've put together in a while. So many good books I'm looking forward to reading for spring. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you're still enjoying watching the TBR jar. Help me pick out my reads for the month. Let me know if you've read any of the books that are on my TBR for the month, what you thought of them. Let me know what's on your TBR for April. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Like I mentioned, I am going to be doing a video featuring all of the books that were in today's TBR video, which I'm super excited about. Also planning to do some reading vlogs for the new releases coming out in April, which I am super excited about. I have so much hope that April is going to be my best reading month of the year so far, so I'm super excited. Cannot wait. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you so soon in my next video. Bye guys.